I to news. Meba Owuya Akwa. Ahadiya latest and hot news. Akwa Enamide Bramo. Aniti so we now subscribe to the channel na or more say we subscribe to the channel. You be answer we click the subscribe button na we bell notification. We are sa video bia be upload no for the first person I was abeka a video. I think we are like video and give us a thumbs up na fe share my offer for so na we may be here na wo hu and somewhere also. I think yembura aye and sema abeto yepuno so. Iti ayesa reporting about to guys. Sammy yakosi mumenti. Iti answer.
In Brebi Duye, na Peace Council were very, very bold and precise in their statements. Now, when we start statement where Monday, 24th of July, 2017, where right after elections, and a Peace Council for a bold statement. Dear Intina na Peace Council ekasa, Charlotte say others must resign. Peace Council were bold, they were emphatic. This is the same Peace Council you have today. And sometimes you ask yourself, say, Onyamina na odi omani mom to me bold, to me make emphatic statements, no. Sa Onyankopon no wadane bafan na with all due respect to bafan for. Sa Onyankopon no wadane ni freni na because this is the Peace Council. They were able to make emphatic statements. Say Charlotte say others must resign. And let's read the story. Where calculation mechiramo in penifona omudi muso Ghana na bebre akromfo, especially Peace Council omo akromfo politicians. When you read the story, this is what the story says. The chairman of the National Peace Council, Most Reverend Professor Emmanuel Asante, is calling on all the commissioners at the Electoral Commission led by Charlotte Osei to resign.
You are watching Juicy News on YouTube. Hot news all time.
Where 2017, Akufo Addo win power na almost start using Peace Council. Christian Council say yemfenyi Charlotte Osei free ho. You ask yourself, what was the reason why they wanted to badly take out Charlotte Osei? Inti we read this story now say the reason for this call, he stated, to ensure a thorough investigations into the allegations. Papa say the reason why he and the Peace Council, the reason why Peace Council forced Charlotte Osei and resign it right after Akufo Addo win power, and they say the allegation they have leveled against each other without any interference from them. I say the reason for this call, he stated, to ensure a thorough investigations into allegations they have leveled against each other without any interference from them. Reverend Asante made a comment following an expose by Mrs. Osei after some people at the EC petitioned President Akufo Addo for her impeachment. Osei, adikudienti okase Charlotte Osei ene nedien omo oni omu adwuma nyina en resign and say Enkophobia chop petition akome Akufo Addo. Emma sa petition no mda akome Akufo Addo ninti o gyina so Peace FM gyina so aka kire Ghana for say Charlotte Osei on the adwumanto. The petition was an allegation. It has not been investigated and it has not been proven yet. Sa petition, anybody can write a petition to the president. It needs to be investigated, and after the investigation, it needs to be proven beyond reasonable doubt that Charlotte Osei committed a crime for the petition to hold before Krampa they can think of sacking her. But this is when a petition was sent to the president. The Peace Council say just an allegation against her and her subordinates, just the allegation and the petition, it means that Charlotte Osei and resign it. Kwasiafo in Ghana say, a Peace Council. There's no Peace Council in Ghana. Now let's go on. Mamim gigam. Yeah, two stories. Charlotte Osei, the second chairperson of the 25-year-old commission, is facing a mutiny from her staff who accuse her of managerial incompetence, doubtful political neutrality, and breach of contracts and the Public Procurement Act. Also, Charlotte Osei, NPP 4, but Sibia NPP 4 use nipa bi ebesin de omo petition Akufo Addo so omo person use Charlotte Osei. Do you know where they are? Do you know who they are? No, but as an Akufo bi ne Charlotte Osei eye adwuma o EC. Omo na omo petition president no. Say Charlotte Osei oyɛ onye neutral.
Watching Juicy News on
the evidence we didn't see it. Omo say Charlotte Osei oyɛ managerial incompetence. Ombo no ho modern. Evidence we didn't see it. Almost say Charlotte Osei procurement breaches bi aha we boom raso. Evidence we are yet to see it. And no mujina so ka say yenyi Charlotte Osei free EC. It Peace Council for no 2017 July no so ka say yem pam Charlotte Osei on pam no ho. This is your Peace Council. They did not ask say the allegations leveled against the lady no. Those allegations, were they thoroughly investigated, and at the end of the day, where the findings, were able to prove, say, Charlotte Osei basically committed a crime. Because if Charlotte Osei committed a crime after investigations, she needs to be prosecuted. Because the office Charlotte Osei was occupying was a government office. It is a Charlotte Osei breaking a procurement breaches. Charlotte Osei needs to face the law. It is Charlotte Osei anko jailer. It means that Charlotte Osei did not commit any crime. But Peace Council did not even wait for it to get to that level. Almost say as far as a petition has been sent to the president, Charlotte Osei resigning. This is your foolish, stupid Peace Council. And then they are forcing you to say, NDC for signed document. You trust the Peace Council at your own peril. O trust the Peace Council at one away Jimmy now trust you. Peace Council is a branch of the NPP headquarters. Nobody on the Peace Council will be happy to see John Mahama come back to power. None of them. Because most of them, the favors they have received for the past 8 years, they wouldn't want John Mahama to come to power for them to be checked. They are equally as corrupt as your politicians. So our Peace Council for them to different from NPP. They are the same. We got ya sofo na me de me ba na metare kwanta ho omo ya nyame nipa me ba na bodu ya na metare ho moa. We are being critical now. So when you take your time and analyze, in fact, my main kind story ni nyina na ye nyina no ye hu ye level that when you read the story, these are all the allegations they just leveled against the lady. Yes, the two deputies and operations, Amedu Sule, and commissioner in charge of corporate services, Georgina Opoku Amankwa. Charlotte Osei has also vowed to get her two deputies investigated for allegations, some bordering on crime. And Sembasa, any general can say, "Yenyi Charlotte Osei through." The Peace Council is dangerous. The Peace Council is a threat to our democracy. The Peace Council of Ghana, we should not take the Peace Council serious because Ghana na ebe say no a Peace Council and ebe say Ghana. Jane Mensah dia oye nyina no the Peace Council enabling Akufo Addo and Jane Mensah to do what they are doing. Because if the Peace Council is basically or truthfully a council that is for peace, they will tell the EC to open up their books for them to be audited. Peace Council for do they audit their books? Why do they audit their books? They audit their books because they don't want people to think they are criminals. So if Charlotte Osei say yetumi e the allegations atono so mama ka say yempam Charlotte Osei a obi a otiasia oti EC officer ye ka say ombia book ni nyina hwehwem no mo de mo Jimmy Peace Council say ye nyina ye nya abotre. The books are there. Jane Mensah works for us. We have the right to question what is in her books. It is for the Peace Council not to even talk about this. No, nobody should treat Peace Council as a Peace Council. We need to treat Peace Council as a very diabolic group of old men who don't want our democracy to do what to be sustained. We need to treat them like criminals. Kevin, you can do a buofunu mebusi eni akobo do. A buofunu ni enti kroma na Peace Council for your body pan what you do. Omo demanding justice for those people. A buofunu me bonfire said the next bullet should come into your family and enter your father's house, your father's head. Then you will think senya eya na etie moa. We got onto mama hama akoko to NPP and family who bodam. We are talking about how they orchestrated Charlotte Osei's the removal from the EC office. Sana Peace Council for Air Catcher say because of a mere petition that has been sent to the president, Charlotte Osei should resign. We're 2017, Akufo Addo power 6 months, and imagine say pam Charlotte Osei. The Peace Council led it. Now here, this is Jane Mensah, and Jane Mensah in 2021. Nana Addo Akufo Addo was petitioned by 2 Ghanaians to sack Jane Mensah. This is 2021, January 23rd, 2021. 2 Ghanaians petitioned the president that Jane Mensah must be sacked. Did the Peace Council come out to tell us, say, the reason why or the allegations leveled against Jane Mensah and her deputies should all resign? This is the reason why they told the president that he should sack Jane Mensah. Mumi reading some Peace Council a stupid council. Don't listen to them. They are bad people. Now, President Akufo Addo has been petitioned to dismiss Jane Mensah as chairperson of the Electoral Commission. The 2 petitioners are Elikem K. Kotoko and Prince Derek Ejay. Now, their petition to the president is dated January 18, 2021 and cited a number of reasons for which they believe Mrs. Mensah should be sacked. Among the reasons are that Mrs. Mensah, that's Jane Mensah, incompetence became apparent before, during, and after the Ayawaso West Wagon by-elections. Also, they accuse her of false declaration of results, undertaking registration of voters amid coronavirus and other things. So, the reason why Elikem Kotoko any a petition Akufo Addo say Jane Mensah declare the wrong results. Jane Mensah Ayawaso West Wagon, the way she conducted the elections Emma and the NPP entumi nanti Ghana. Jane Mensah, among other things, her way of managing the EC. Nana Akufo Addo was petitioned. Why didn't the Peace Council come out to say there is a reason for Jane Mensah to also step aside or resign? But the stupid Peace Council did not utter a word. Ask yourself why. The Peace Council is a stupid institution we don't need. They've left. We need to get rid of the Peace Council. We don't need it. And people will say, Adena Wakasasa, Diana Peace Council, Ayabwa Ghana, all that they do is they do politics behind the scenes. The president has been petitioned too. 2021, Jane Mensah is still in office. The Peace Council never spoke on it. Why were the Peace Council so interested in Charlotte Osei's case? Because they used the Peace Council to get rid of Charlotte Osei, to bring this disease of a woman to come and lead an election that will destroy Ghanaians. Now you get it. That is their modus. And I catch out how they use the CSOs, how they use those CSOs to basically brainwash you people and direct their agenda. And I the NPP government, they normally use the CSOs. Now, their dadamo, agenda, CSOs will be at the carry agenda. The same way they use the Peace Council to carry their agenda for them. Peace Council, they have been doing the bidding for NPP, not today. From the day we instituted Peace Council, they have always hated the NDC. The idea in say most of them feel they think belonging to a particular group with a particular mentality. So the NDC should never come back to power. So every day the Peace Council is there suppressing a democracy. Anytime I say, a group will be a more Ghana democracy, it is the Peace Council. And anything they are quick to say, oh, John Mahama should come and sign a document. NDC should come and sign a document. They want to handcuff you guys again. They want to tie your hands on your back. Then they will tell the NPP to shoot you people like the way they did in 2020. Say NDC for signing any document here in Ghana. Say they are going to be peaceful because since 1992, NDC in will be during elections. So they don't need to sign any document to show anybody that they'll be peaceful. Say Peace Council for strategy. They say I'm a person NDC for to form no more NPP for kuomo because 2020 Peace Council never took action. Those 8 people who were shot dead, Peace Council, they have refused to call the president out to make sure Boakye Agyarko is jailed, to make sure those who led the massacre, those people they gave them uniforms to wear to shoot Ghanaians who were unarmed. The Peace Council, they have neglected their matter. Today they are back again to say we want to tie your hands behind you again for the NPP to kill you. That is the agenda of the Peace Council. In Timamoma Peace Council, at least I've shown you 2 things. So what made Peace Council not to come out to tell Jane Mensah to resign? Because Boni Bia Boni. Because the way this time Omaka says Charlotte Osei resign, not a mere allegation. Not a petition. It is we are. So why is it that this time, this petition, they did not react to it? Because it is going against their party. Do not trust the Peace Council. do not trust the Peace Council. In Ghana, Mamon trust the Peace Council bako. Nipo Muwu 2022 no, 2020 the Peace Council na orchestrate here because they gave Akufo Addo the room. They actually enabled Akufo Addo to kill. They were happy Akufo Addo killed to win power because if they were against Akufo Addo's action, they would have told Akufo Addo as the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces to call the military head to bring out those men who killed innocent civilians. If Bawumia, who is the head of the police council, was not interested or not happy about the killings and murdering of 8 Ghanaians during the elections, like the head of the police council, Bawumia, and Kwabena police forces, some police for a show more, and Bawumia has said nothing about it. It shows that the NPP, Akufo Addo and Bawumia, they orchestrated the murdering of 8 Ghanaians on December 7th, 2020. And the Peace Council deliberately, at the end of the day, locked the NDC up with a stupid contract, a stupid document, a stupid document to say because of this, the Peace Council is dangerous. Do not trust the Peace Council. I'm telling you, Ghanaians. And this message goes to you, John Mahama. Do not make up your mind to say you are going to come to power or you are going to at least put people's life on the line and come and be father for all my faults. That's why the last time I told you, if you know you cannot be radical, you cannot be a president who will basically tell those who have committed a crime to face the law, don't even trying to contest again. That father for all nonsense is gone. At least the Akufo Addo have shown us. In Tiati Kromahano, people are not campaigning for you, putting their lives on the line for you to come and be timid and be a nice man. You cannot be nice to everybody. Be nice to your wife, be nice to your children, be nice to your family, your immediate family, be nice to them. But when you become the president, be a president. Be a president who is strong in your decision making. Be a president who does not take nonsense. Be a president who will let these people who are committing a crime understand you can punish them. That is the president we need in you. But if you are willing to do this, then you need to understand the young people of Ghana are not ready for a president who is going to entertain foolish institutions like Peace Council, the Christian Council, and all those people who are shielding corruption and criminality in Ghana. Because Ghanaians need a leader who will come in and solve the problems. He needs to have a strong fist. A leader who can punish, because you have punished your own before. Nothing stops you from punishing these criminals, these political pigs. It's a personal message from me. If you think you are going to at the end of the day sit back and say, let's come to the table. Nobody has a table for anybody. Ghanaians are not ready to sit on any table with any foolish man or woman who thinks that NDC or power or say Kasa, NPP but power. We don't have to talk. Ghanaians don't have nonsense table. Come and lead Ghana. Anyone who has committed a crime, that person needs to face the law. If you come to power and you start that your nonsense you used to do, that nonsense of your father for all, we the young people will rush to the Jubilee House and come after you. We want some discipline in the system. We want a leader who will come in and put discipline in the system. We don't want a leader who thinks he's a pastor. We want a leader who thinks he's father for all. We don't want a leader who will come and say, where the money and where the and hey, if you do that, only 3 months, you're 2. So we are telling you, we are not doing this because it's fun. We are doing this because we need some better change. In Kwasiafo, we are animals. This National Pigs Pathway, they kill and they laugh about it. We want them to feel the heat. We want the laws of Ghana to work. Let me tell you people. Every day I keep saying, the Constitution. The Constitution has its own defects. We get it. But 90% of Ghana's problem is not from the Constitution. It's from us failing to activate the Constitution well. Let us exhaust the Constitution. I'm not saying we have a perfect Constitution, but a 67-year-old country or whatever country, we have not exhausted our Constitution to the point where we get up every day and say the Constitution, the executive has too much power. If we exhaust we exhaust the Constitution, we make sure the lower courts are doing the right thing. People we give power to. If the Auditor General goes to the audit Ghana public offices, people are supposed to be surcharged and jailed. We wouldn't need the executive coming in to do nonsense. So let us exhaust the Constitution. The Constitution is not God. It is not perfect, but we have not been able to move the Constitution to the point whereby we will come back and say, let's blame the Constitution. That is a lazy approach. Let us test the Constitution. Let us force it. Let us use what we have today. Let us activate it. That is when we will get to know the loopholes. We cannot just get up and blame the executive. The executive can only be powerful when the institutions the executive is overseeing at the end of the day is left to do whatever they want to do. When the institutions working beneath the executive knows that I am a civil servant and I can go to jail, the president is one person, that person will not do the bidding of the president. So we need to set those standards. We need to let the people understand. We don't have a perfect constitution, but we have not exhausted the constitution. How many people haven't been audited in Ghana? And how many of them have been surcharged? None. We sit in Ghana and blame the constitution. We are crazy people. This NPP MP, time I don't know. I was going to move ahead, but I think I need to let you guys hear the reason after Charlotte say echo parliament.
We are talking about a statutory body charged with the conduct of our elections, and the answers she gave today were unsatisfactory because we are submitting a budget estimate to the Parliament of Ghana, who has an oversight responsibility for government incomes, expenditures, and revenues. And you fail to capture a very important segment, which is internally generated funds. Whereas in that same year, you've collected from Ghanaian citizens, parliamentary and presidential candidates, as well as others, right? And all these things were not captured in the budget estimate, and we've got it approved. So that's why I posed the rhetorical question to her, that now that her budget has been approved, and the Ministry of Finance is going to release funds to her outfit, how is she going to rectify that anomaly? It's a matter of great importance to our country. She said that this is her personal explanation. You buy that? She's the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Ghana. She cannot have a personal explanation. The buck stops with her. It was palpably manifested today, that all is not well with our EC. You even saw the seating arrangement at the very beginning of proceedings, where members were urging the two of them to sit together. So all is not well with the Ghana EC. And it took the change that the country, the people of this country voted for, that emphatic change that has brought this seeming division in the Electoral Commission. I mean, I think there are interesting times ahead. I've just been informed today that the president has forwarded the petition to Chief Justice. So a committee will be put together to investigate all these malfeasance, malpractices that have engulfed our elections.
These are the foolish people they used. I was the MP before Adampono Jimmy Okaza by heart. Subin Onane Subin MP Jimmy. I say the answers Charlotte say gave, the Charlotte say answers, no, they were unsatisfactory because budget aba and a internal generated fund, you know. Charlotte say it is her view into Ontiasie, and look at the way they were sitting. Even their sitting arrangement was appalling. Kwasiafo yo on see kejetia or the kwasia betanka di jantra for and or ye know. Omufri Kumasi bedun kraya. Yenja mo no mo nti omo hungu jantra for so. 47 MPs from Asantimemu, omu to miss one hospital. Omu from Asantimemu, omu to Toma Pien Koko, to Toma Bedrusu whom Edrun Krempe, no Matia Gumaso say nine. There are small Mosamumbra in Crimea. Yadom Kojina Labadia, na Labadi 4 girls in Bejino Munibano Murefi, a Jimmy 4 in Crossing for town. Oh my God, Kevin did atem, oh bodam. All the 47 MPs, 8 years, omu for Caprem by fee, oh to us a mabodam, what away Jimmy. Now, Bano to saying 47 MPs, one region, 47 MPs, Ebini Ghana ha. Masuma Mbema Kukudro, Oma Betisa de Omo Cement or Bokina. Masuma Gubas, Samon Concran, Kwajisika, and Kwajim Puntiumra, Omo Omoquasia Betran Nipa 47. And Omatiagu Masu Sempena, and Quasia 4, Omunyasika Omato Estate, Omato Edian, real estate one crime. No more just Antifogu Futuronim. No more thing crying. I'm up a plane for no more for playing the free crime. No more go UK. No more for play the free crime. No more by US. No more by shop moya re. Near go foot road him 47 for 8 years. Omo to manya so amekwan. Make us a wo to nkwasiaba ubofu. Na wo chen wan. Wo chen wan okumase wa ye ka weni ma na wodwa. Wo to nkwasiaba na metenetene wa ubofu. Intimenya oden. Why region be na dey 47 MPs aba parliament. Region be na Ghana ha. For the 8 years, Mami Musa say, "Edi na 47 MPs they abrem ofie." Ye come oni ma na mu buofu. Mon kwofo so ba Jimmy sa bedru kroma na madani nkurasefo. Na omo fom nsase, omo fom jantrafo dross, omo fom real estate. na omu kuro mu na omu free na yetenkran ye kasa santimemu ye kurase no omu ndwene hu poso mbekọ akọchenyi nchance dan no na wona mosoro a wo hu say phone no na obu ofu adan abrante de metan no meto ama NPP what bodam na wo start to ma NPP na yende e dey emfaso na wenye wum. I will tell you, and I'm not going to sit here and beg you. Dan kwasi anso na wono na santimemu na me no bra wo djuma eguru me no ebre. I am telling you the facts. Omukotena nkran de omu ya no 47 MPs muntumi si one hospital. Ko time MPs omukọ nkran nyina obi akosi dan won nkran. Omudi Kufuor chiba nkran ebehu kane abehu plane. Ebehu epo ebu asochi labadi. Omurewure mo East Legon ko remo North Legon anajo kotentamomba ewo East Legon KFC side ho omubehu ajantra fo matu ogu omo so omu ni say city light for any eyede tech jantra for omo pe yaba nkran jantra ni bi amkofa Nigeria ni an cause Nigeria for no ankran no mbo jantra into omo to tomu free Kumase no mo bedru nkran na ko hu jantra Nigeria ni jantra ni bi ogina East Legon ojina KFC line so no I want Nigeria for no enim ho nyina yakọ ho enim de ho nyina jantra for no begu omo so na ni ru afi se ofri subin yakase ofri subin o se o me free suban. Are you the MP from Subin? Also no Subai. Ni on pese be won poso ofre kurase. Be fam puntuo ko fie. No me nam Togo embassy. Kwasiafo 16 years in power. Ko for 8 years, ko for 8 years. Muntumi fa akoraban ko fie. Motete nkran die Jimmy for ka chem say Kevin Mmumo. Oja. Kwasiasam na yemode. Di matama na musu. De bia mo pese ebu musu munwene.
Yo, waiting for winning and summer abeto yapno so because GC so and our hello. So we can subscribe ya. Or more say over subscribe to the channel. Since I have here latest and hot news and Aremeyaw and Prempeh. Afriyie na will like video give us a thumbs up. Nothing. Share my offer for some we may be here now and some more Akoto and Ghana Mahamadu. Also get me at Gyamfi and so we now I comment boxing me. More in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.